Welcome to the Entrepreneurs Experts Cafe, sponsored by Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel. I am Kimberly Crow, your host and the creator of the Facebook community Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel, a community by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs, helping entrepreneurs and experts get their business to the next level. Come join the community at entrepreneursrocketfuel.com/Facebook and join the conversation. Today, I'm going to interview another amazing expert, Janice Porter. Welcome to the Entrepreneur Experts Cafe, Janice.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here with you.
Awesome. Well, I'm super glad to have you here today. So tell us a little bit about who you are and how you show up in the world.
I bill myself as a relationship marketing specialist. I live in Vancouver, BC, Canada. And I teach people how to use LinkedIn to build relationships, generate leads for their businesses, and really show themselves up as an authority in their field. And then I teach them how to nurture those relationships and use the connections, the heartfelt speaking piece of it to build referral business.
All right.
I do that really through a system called Send Out Cards. That's my favorite thing to do.
Oh, right. I've heard of that before. So with LinkedIn is one of those things that a lot of people, maybe they have, 1,000 connections, but they don't really know what to do with them. It's not really a social platform, but it is a professional platform. They get their resume out there. Some people find them, but how do they really leverage it? How do they use that network in order to really build their business or their relationships?
Well, the first thing, if you don't mind me just correcting one little thing that
Go
you
right
said,
ahead.
because that's the kind of key to how it all works, in my estimation, is that it's not about your resume. It maybe was years and years ago, but now really your personal profile on LinkedIn is your story. It's your roadmap forward. It's what people will see about you now, not what you did in the past. That is your resume for sure, but not what your LinkedIn profile should look like. It should tell your story in a sense of what you're passionate about now and who you serve and how you serve them and what benefits people can have from working with you. Now, truly, I'm speaking about business owners, entrepreneurs, and sales professionals as opposed to people who work a traditional job. It's still, though I did a session this morning with a group of people from a corporate organization, from a corporation. And even for them, I'm telling them the same sort of principles, that it's your profile. It's not that you are the controller at ABC company or that you are the sales rep at ABC company. Who are you? Like, what makes you tick? And that's the beginning. Then it's about finding people that are attracting the people that you want to attract.
So how do you get people to really dig in and get close to that? Because I know a lot of people will say, okay, well, this is my job title, so I'm very comfortable wearing that as a badge, right? Like I am a supervisor or CEO or whatever it is. But when you say, like, who are you on LinkedIn? What do you encourage them to share? Is it everything that's on Facebook and what they had for dinner last night? Or is it like, what kinds of things should they share?
Yeah, great question. I mean, it should be in their professional capacity that they're sharing things that speak to the work that they do. But sometimes you can tell when you may see, excuse me, one or two things either in the about section, which is their summary of who they are, or by the fact that they have filled out a complete profile, which includes like organizations that they belong to or volunteer work that they do or projects that they're working on, that if somebody really pays attention and finds those little things, those are the nuggets that start conversations. I had that happen to me where I had one little thing on my profile that showed that I was involved with a volunteer organization where I helped choose the Hall of Fame, the upcoming Hall of Fame members for Basketball BC, which is people who have, contributed on a major level to the sport in our province in Canada. And I had somebody reach out to me that I met through a networking event, and he lives in the other side of the United States. He wanted me to be on his podcast. when we got to the podcast, he'd never said this to me in previous conversation. He said, Janice, I see that you're a basketball, fan or whatever. And how did he know that? From seeing that on my profile. Well, right away, there was that rapport because he was a sportscast kind of guy and basketball was his sport. So it's the little things that count in my estimation. However, in your first impression, in your headline, you want to put as much as you can that shows either your positioning in something or what your passion is, and then you build on it in your about section. And I love bringing that out in people. If I can, I'll give you another example. I worked with a mortgage broker who also was, he owned a company and he did deals himself. And I was trying to get him to not think like a resume. And I said, Ryan, one of the things that I know about you is you do everything fast. He said, you're right. Speed is my thing. I said, do you like car races and things like that? And he said, anything to do with speed. So that's what we used in his about section.
Okay.
Right. So, we kind of bring out your personality.
Oh, I like that. So it makes it less of a resume and more of a sort of about you and how you like to be connected with. And that can be a really big differentiator as well, because there are probably plenty of mortgage brokers out there. But when you resonate with somebody and you're like, oh, I like fast cars and things and, activities as well. So yeah, I think that can be that shows sort of the human side of it, the personality of it. Yeah. Love it. Okay, great. And then tell us a little bit about what people can do with that in terms of send out cards as well.
Well, from my perspective, there's always a reason to send someone a card. In fact, I just saw today, I was going through my newsfeed on LinkedIn and I noticed somebody I hadn't seen for a long time had posted a photo of herself holding an award she just got, or a designation that she just got as a coach. And it was a big deal. And she was pretty proud of it. Well, I grabbed that picture and I'm going to put it on a card and I'm going to send it to her. But I wasn't sure if she was still in the same mailing address. So I've sent her a message on LinkedIn. Hey, are you still living on Gordon Avenue? And then the reason why it's important to do those things is that all our photos are on our phone or on our computer.
Yeah.
Now, when she gets this on a card, which I can do on my phone or very quickly on the computer, guess what? She's going to either put it on her desk or on her fridge or something so that she can, show it off.
I love it. Now, send out cards is a methodology where you can actually go in to Facebook or anywhere that has a picture, grab a picture of them with their dogs or their lives, or maybe celebrating 4th of July or maybe with you or whatever. And you can take that picture and then just put it on a card that actually goes in the mail, right?
Correct. And you're creating a custom card for no extra cost.
That's amazing. And it actually gets mailed out for you from the local warehouse. Is that right?
Yeah.
So you don't actually have to do anything like go to the post
You
office.
just do it on your laptop or on your phone. You add the photo. You brand the back with your business info if you want to, or if it's a personal card. Sometimes I don't do that. I'll put a picture or something else on the back. But yeah, it's all about just touching the heart of someone. It takes people from the head to the heart.
And we get so much stuff in the mail right now that's bills or nothing, to be able to get a card in the mail from somebody is a very unique thing. And I think it does separate you and get that little level of humanity because you were kind enough to actually think about her when she was posting that on Facebook and think, oh, I bet she would
celebrate her. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. So powerful. All right. So Janice, if people want to work with you directly or find out more about send out cards, what's the best way for them to do that?
Two things. One, they can reach me at my website, Janice at janiceporter.com.
And that's Janice, Janice, at Janice Porter, Porter.com.
Correct. Thank you. And or they can connect with me on LinkedIn and tell me that they saw or heard me on your little broadcast, and go from there.
Awesome. So as not only are you an encourager of people using LinkedIn, it is a methodology for you to connect with Janice as well. So you can connect with Janice Porter on LinkedIn also. Perfect.
One last thing I would love to share is that if anybody's interested or curious about sending a card, they can reach me and I'll let them send a card for free and they can test it out.
Very nice. Hey, I heard that send out cards also lets you send brownies and stuff like that. Is that
Not for
true?
free, but yes.
I
Yes.
love it. Not for free. No,
No.
but they like if you wanted to send
Oh,
brownies, I
yeah.
have a son in college. He would love to get some
Oh,
brownies.
let's send him some after this. Okay, it's all done. Okay.
Good times. All
Yeah,
right, Janice, thanks so much for being here with us
my
today.
pleasure.
Before we let you go, any final words for our crew?
Oh, just remember it's all about relationships, really. And, that's how business gets done today, the better way, by showing that you care.
Oh, I love that. Good. No, no truer words were ever spoken. All right, folks, that's it for another episode of the Entrepreneur Experts Cafe. I'm Kimberly Crow. We'll see you next time. Cheers.